I'm gonna get so much hate for this video. Please remember never to take me all that seriously because almost everything I say is a complete joke. It's not bias. Those are facts. I may or may not have sang a song in this video. Just giving you the heads up that it might get like slightly uncomfortable. So, well, it's raining today, so feels like a perfect time to talk Sens. But let's talk Ottawa Senators, because if there's one thing that we can all agree on, I'm fairly certain that it's this. There is nowhere to go but up from here. What's that Shania Twain song? Every time I say that, I want to like think it. I want to sing it. Up, 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 there's nowhere but up from here. You know that song, Shania Twain? She's Canadian. She wore a Sens jersey once when she hosted the Junos. Had to remind myself what they're called because nobody cares about them. I still can't believe what happened with the Ottawa Senators last year. Do I need to go through all of it? I don't think we need to rehash everything. I think it's safe to say it was a weird year to be a fan of the Ottawa Senators, or to play for the Ottawa Senators, or to coach the own the Ottawa Senators. It was just a weird year for everybody that touched that organization, pretty much. I'm not gonna rehash all that old stuff because it's not about last year, it's about this year. And as we look ahead to the new season for the Ottawa Senators, I can't help but notice this tiny little trend. Now, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but if you take a look at the roster for the Ottawa Senators this year, you'll notice something. There's a whole lot of new players on it that used to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Starts with their head coach, DJ Smith, who the Sens stole from Mike Babcock and the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm not biased. Is it bias or biased in this particular sentence? Asking for a friend. Asking for me. Journalism degree is really coming in handy. Awkward. Then there's Connor Brown, former Leaf Tyler Ennis, former Leaf Nikita Zaitsev. Yep, he's one too. And everybody's friend, another one, Ron Hainsey. Yep, former Bud. Not biased, those are facts. I don't want to say it, but I will. Please don't hate me for it. It just seems like the Ottawa Senators have a little bit of a complex. Not biased, those are facts. Didn't the Sens criticize the Leafs for how they rebuilt their teams? Like specifically on defense? Might be a complex there, I don't know. Listen, I know they used to eliminate you year after year after year in the playoffs. Not biased, those are facts. But that was so long ago. Let's not dwell on it as I lead the charge in dwelling on it. I'm such a hypocrite sometimes. Not biased, those are facts. I would say this is a good thing. We're turning over a new leaf in Ottawa, if you will. I didn't mean to do that, but then as I said it, I realized it was like kind of a pun. Ooh, one other question, because I'm super curious. Is the Battle of Ontario still a thing? Like, I think it's a thing sort of, kind of, when the Leafs and Sens play, but it doesn't feel am I from Alabama? It doesn't feel as intense as it did years and years ago, and I can't figure out if that's because I'm like just a little bit older, or if it's just kind of died down a little bit. Hit me up in the comments, let me know, is the Battle of Ontario still a thing? Was it ever a thing? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Hit me up in the comments. How many times have I said hit me up in the comments? It's been a lot. And I don't want to hear from like Kings fans about this. Sens fans and Leafs fans and people that live in those areas, tell me if the Battle of Ontario is still a thing, because I can't really figure it out. I'll say this though, when I think about the Ottawa Senators, I think good. It's a fresh start. They can actually bury deep within their subconscious everything weird and uncomfortable that went down last year. As can you, the fans. Bury that shit. You don't need to think about it anymore. It's over. Time for a new season, and this is a team that's got a lot of really young, good talent on it. Brady Tkachuk, come on. How about Thomas Chabot, one of the best defensemen in the league last year? There's a lot of talent on this roster, and now they have a new coach. That is gonna probably create a little bit of an adjustment. It might take them a little bit of time to adjust to that, especially since a lot of their roster is younger. I really do think that the Sens are going to be better than people expect this year. Are they going to win a cup? No. Are they going to make the playoffs? Probably not. However, I don't think that they're going to be the joke of the league this year. I don't think we're going to have to endure another awkward team released video. Let's hope, please don't release another video. Please, please, please. I will say this too, a really positive sign about the Senators last year was the way that players like Brady Tkachuk and Thomas Chabot were able to handle all of the craziness of what, that's my fault. Sorry guys. Anyways, got a text message. It's Jamie Hirsch, NHL Network's Jamie Hirsch. It's not a big deal. What was I saying? I think it's really good that despite everything that went down last year, Brady Tkachuk, Thomas Chabot took it all in stride, didn't seem phased at all, and that's really cool for a couple of young players to have every reason in the book to kind of just be like, whatever, and they still went out and they performed every single night. So now that that's behind them, they can move on and look toward the future and hopefully start taking steps in the right direction, because that's what it's all about. I made the joke off the top that it's raining today, so it's the perfect time to talk Ottawa Senators, because last year it was gloomy. It was dark and cloudy and gloomy and ugh. But this year things are going to get better, because as we know, in life, things always get better. Just a little piece of life advice in this season preview. This is gonna be a shorter video because I don't really have much to say about the Sens. Sorry. But yeah, no playoffs for the Sens this year, but at least they won't be the laughingstock of the entire NHL, and that's a win, right? What do you think about the team and where they're headed? Are they headed in the right direction? Hit me up in the comments. That's it. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah. Okay, I'm going now. Bye. Ooh, another question I have about the Sens. Will DJ Smith make them ride their bikes after games? I miss that tradition for the Senators. Remember Alfie back in the day, always huffing and puffing during his post-game, riding on the bike? Who remembers those days? Those are the good old days. I like those days.